There are times when life seems to challenge us deeply, when emotions blaze within the soul, threatening to consume our control. Is there a way to prevent ourselves from becoming entirely emotionless? Some may mistakenly interpret Stoicism as indifference, but true Stoic philosophy is not about eliminating emotions, it's about mastering them. We are not meant to be indifferent, but rather to learn how to harness our emotions with wisdom and purpose. Imagine the power of being able to control and direct your emotions as a tool to accomplish your goals and lead a more fulfilling life. Today, we'll step into the world of Stoic philosophy to explore 7 principles that not only help us manage our emotions, but transform them into powerful resources for personal growth. Let's embark on this journey together and uncover how Stoicism can be a catalyst for change. Before we dive in, be sure to subscribe to our channel, Beacon of Ancient Insights, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Now, let's delve into Stoic philosophy and explore the power of emotions with our first principle. Rule number 1. Cut off toxic influences from your life. The people we surround ourselves with profoundly shape our emotions, thoughts, and overall well-being. Just as one spoiled fruit can spoil the entire basket, remaining close to toxic individuals can drain your energy, disrupt your focus, and even cloud your sense of purpose. According to Stoic philosophy, protecting your inner peace is essential. We may not have control over others' behavior, but we have the power to choose our relationships. Diogenes, a revered philosopher, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 tongue, so that we may listen more and speak less." This reminds us to be mindful of those we choose to surround ourselves with, tuning into our intuition. Toxic individuals can take many forms: constant complainers, pessimists, those who stir up conflict, or people who carry a persistently negative attitude. Over time, their influence can drain your motivation and dampen your mindset, hindering your path towards self-improvement. Picture this: you find yourself around someone who constantly complains and criticizes others. At first, you try to empathize, but as time goes on, each interaction leaves you feeling weighed down. After thoughtful reflection, you decide to distance yourself, choosing to avoid negative conversations and to invest time with those who uplift your energy. Stoicism emphasizes living a life grounded in virtue and meaning, with the preservation of inner peace as a guiding priority. Sometimes, this means making hard choices, like stepping back from relationships that don't contribute positively to your journey. This approach isn't about harboring hostility, but recognizing that, for the sake of our mental and spiritual well-being, some relationships may need to be severed or distanced. By removing these influences, you create space for optimism, motivation, and personal growth. It's an opportunity to channel your energy towards your goals and to nurture connections with those who genuinely support and uplift you. This isn't an act of selfishness, but a necessary step toward autonomy and inner freedom. According to Stoic philosophy, recognizing that each person is responsible for their own peace and happiness sometimes means distancing oneself from negativity, whatever form it may take. Remember, the path to mastering your emotions begins by ensuring that your external influences align with your internal values. Rule number 2. Set boundaries and stop being perpetually available. Personal boundaries are essential to maintaining a sense of self and peace in various areas of life. Establishing these boundaries is not merely an act of self-preservation, it is a crucial step in cultivating balance and inner tranquility. Yet, boundary setting is often overlooked or underestimated. Stoics emphasize the value of time and the importance of self-reflection. As Seneca wisely observed, nothing is ours except time. Often, we squander our time on others, responding instantly to every request. When we neglect to set boundaries, we inadvertently signal that our time, energy, and mental health lack value. This boundarylessness can lead to exhaustion, resentment, sadness, and overwhelming pressure, leaving us vulnerable as if our home's doors and windows were left wide open to any disturbance. Imagine being someone who's constantly available, willing to work tirelessly, accepting every request without question. Over time, stress and fatigue build up. Applying this Stoic principle, you begin to set boundaries around your time. You make deliberate choices and say no when you need private time for restoration. This shift enables a more balanced life, giving you moments for relaxation and reflection. Setting boundaries allows us to honor our needs and limitations. When we take time to reflect and listen to our inner needs, we respond to life's demands wisely and thoughtfully rather than impulsively or emotionally. This practice not only helps in managing emotions, but also fosters responsibility in our relationships. Remember, setting boundaries doesn't make you selfish or indifferent to others. It allows you to engage with the world in a healthy and sustainable way, guarding against emotional and mental burnout. When you control your time and space, you're better prepared to navigate challenges with calm and purpose. Rule number 3. Don't love anyone excessively. Love is a beautiful emotion that brings depth and meaning to life. According to Stoic philosophy, love and emotions are precious, but excessive attachment can lead to unintended suffering. Stoic thinkers, who deeply valued emotional resilience, often warned of the dangers of attachment. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength lies in the ability to love without attachment, appreciating the beauty of a relationship without letting it consume your sense of self. In our personal lives, this lesson is profoundly relevant. Imagine becoming deeply invested in someone, allowing yourself to be so attached that their presence or absence defines your entire well-being. This emotional dependence can become a double-edged sword, as you risk suffering if they do not reciprocate your feelings or if circumstances lead to distance or separation. When love becomes an overwhelming attachment, it can lead to vulnerability and pain. The Stoic approach encourages us to love fully, but to remain anchored within ourselves. By loving without losing oneself, we safeguard against unnecessary suffering and maintain inner balance. Stoic philosophy encourages us to love others freely and sincerely, while also valuing our spiritual independence. This balance between love and self-reliance ensures that our emotions do not hinge entirely on the actions or opinions of others. Instead, Stoicism urges us to cultivate an independent and resilient soul. But is it possible to love without being easily hurt? The answer lies in learning to love openly, while also mastering our emotions so they don't control us. With this approach, we become more patient, less fearful of change, and capable of facing life's challenges with calm and resolve. Stoicism doesn't call for indifference or coldness. Rather, it teaches us to regulate our emotions for a life marked by tranquility and fulfillment. By mastering the art of loving without attachment, we not only protect our hearts, but also honor our spirits. This enables us to form deep connections without losing ourselves within them. This is the essence of becoming truly unemotional in the Stoic sense, where you control your emotions and they no longer control you. Rule number 4. Limit the expression of your feelings and views. In daily life, we often encounter situations filled with tension or conflict. During such times, Stoic philosophy advises us to remain calm and centered, rather than allowing emotions or opinions to escalate. A key Stoic principle is the importance of inner tranquility and the risk of seeking validation from others. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This emphasizes that genuine happiness comes from managing our thoughts independently of others' opinions. Consider times when you've shared a personal success, hoping for recognition or validation, only to be met with criticism, ridicule, or indifference. Such responses can be disheartening, chipping away at self-confidence. Thus, this fourth rule in Stoic philosophy aims to help us avoid unnecessary conflicts and unintended consequences in communication. Rather than impulsively reacting when emotions or opinions are stirred, Stoicism encourages us to listen first, creating a foundation for positive communication while fostering emotional self-control. Instead of letting emotions naturally rise unchecked, we learn to manage them, preventing them from dominating our decisions or leading to undesirable outcomes. However, this doesn't mean we should suppress our emotions or opinions entirely. Instead, we are urged to express them thoughtfully and with tact. This approach allows us to consider our words and actions carefully, avoiding conflict and keeping our emotions in check. This skill is invaluable, helping us maintain stability in relationships and navigate life's challenges with patience and wisdom, whether in work, family, or social interactions. Rule number 5. limit empathy, and avoid being overly compassionate. Compassion, the ability to empathize with others, is often seen as one of humanity's highest virtues. But in a world filled with stories that tug at the heart, Stoicism warns of the potential pitfalls of overextending ourselves emotionally. Epicurus, a philosopher who shared insights valued by the Stoics, once said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is particularly relevant when it comes to compassion. We are frequently moved by others' struggles, but if we allow ourselves to be overly invested, we risk becoming consumed by emotional turbulence. How we express compassion in these moments can shape our lives and bring meaningful changes to others. Rather than being overwhelmed by emotions or external situations, Stoic philosophy teaches us to master our reactions. True compassion doesn't require bearing everyone's burdens or solving all their problems. Instead, it involves discerning what lies within our control and what does not. This principle encourages us to avoid situations where we feel compelled to assist everyone indiscriminately. Instead, we are advised to practice mindful compassion. This means focusing our support on those who truly need it and who are open to positive change. For instance, if you're an office worker and a colleague is struggling, you may feel compelled to help. But if you've had a long, tiring day, you can apply the Stoic principle of selective compassion, choosing when to invest your energy and when to keep a healthy distance. By doing so, you safeguard your emotional well-being, ensuring that when you do offer help, it is purposeful and impactful. Rather than working late to shoulder all of your colleagues' burdens, you might reach out at a later time, offering meaningful support without compromising your own well-being. This approach preserves your energy, allowing you to be present for others without neglecting your own needs. Caring for everyone can dilute focus on your own goals, leading to fatigue and life imbalance. Instead of excessive empathy that erodes independence, we can practice self-care while embracing the Stoic ideals of control and discernment. By following this fifth principle, we approach compassion with clarity, directing our actions toward genuinely positive contributions. This allows us not only to regulate our emotions, but also to foster constructive support and connection with others. For the Stoics, what happens to you is secondary. How you respond is paramount. Compassion is not merely about feeling, but about acting with purpose and restraint. Rule number 6, prioritize yourself and embrace honesty. As we near the conclusion of our journey, this sixth rule emphasizes emotional mastery and spiritual growth. Prioritizing yourself and being honest about your needs are essential to achieving inner control. In the modern world, we are often influenced by societal, familial, and environmental pressures, leading us to prioritize others' needs over our own, complicating and sometimes overwhelming our emotional states. Stoic philosophy, however, suggests that emotional control begins with self-care. Consider the safety instructions on an airplane. You're instructed to put on your own oxygen mask before assisting others. This isn't merely a rule for safety, it's a reminder of the importance of self-preservation. In an emergency, securing your own oxygen ensures alertness and the ability to help others effectively. Prioritizing oneself, then, extends beyond immediate needs. It also involves focusing on personal growth. Rather than seeking validation in others' opinions, we should concentrate on self-improvement and strive to become a better version of ourselves each day. Sometimes, setting boundaries and declining requests that don't align with our values and goals are vital aspects of self-prioritization. In addition, honesty plays a crucial role in emotional strength. Honesty isn't solely about expressing our own thoughts and emotions. It's also about the courage to listen and accept feedback from others openly and constructively. Communicating with honesty reduces misunderstandings and fosters a clearer understanding of situations. Honesty enables us to confront challenges and setbacks courageously. Instead of evading or concealing emotions, we confront them, finding productive solutions. This builds emotional resilience and promotes personal growth. Remember, putting oneself first and practicing honesty isn't a sign of selfishness or lack of empathy. It's a way to become stronger, so we can offer meaningful support to others. Embracing this sixth principle fosters confidence, raises our spirit, and enhances emotional self-control. Rule number 7, embrace adversity and find strength in challenges. Life's journey is rarely smooth or predictable. Challenges arise without warning, from work pressures to relational conflicts or personal health concerns. Rather than fearing them, Stoic philosophy encourages us to view these difficulties as opportunities for growth and maturity. Embracing hardship doesn't mean surrendering. It means seeking the potential within each situation to emerge stronger. Every challenge invites us to tap into our inner strength, develop patience, build resilience, and learn from our experiences. One significant benefit of embracing difficulties is enhanced emotional control. In daily life, we frequently encounter situations filled with stress, pressure, and unavoidable challenges. Stoic philosophy equips us to face these with steadiness, fostering an optimistic and calm spirit. Consider, for example, tackling a critical project with an impending deadline. Instead of allowing fear and pressure to cloud your mind, you choose to remain calm, focus on the task at hand, and seek solutions. After practicing these Stoic principles, you complete the project on time, navigating the difficulties with patience and confidence. Emotional control not only helps us handle tasks, but also fosters healthier relationships. It allows us to avoid unnecessary conflict and communicate with patience and reason. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This core Stoic principle underscores the profound importance of emotional mastery. While we cannot control every external event or change in the world, we hold complete power over our minds and our reactions. Recognizing that true strength lies within our ability to control our thoughts and responses, we gain resilience and confidence, no longer governed by emotions, but becoming masters over them. This mastery enables us to face life's adversities with optimism, calm, and a steadfast spirit. With this final rule, we cultivate a spirit of patience and resilience, ready to face life with strength and lay a foundation for a future we can be proud of. This is a core tenet of Stoic philosophy, to guide our lives and inspire us to continually become better versions of ourselves. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 7 Stoic rules for becoming emotionally resilient and mastering your emotions. By applying these principles, you're not becoming cold or detached. Instead, you're building inner strength to stay calm and collected, even when life gets turbulent. If you found today's lessons meaningful, share your thoughts in the comments and let us know about your experiences in mastering your emotions. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom. And be sure to ring the bell so you don't miss any of our new content. Remember, mastering your emotions is a lifelong journey, but with each passing day, you're getting closer to a stronger, more composed version of yourself. Stay steady, stay strong, and keep that peace within. See you in the next video.